Good morning, everyone. We were doing periodic table and we have done the modern periodic table, the long form of periodic table. We drew the periodic table. We understood the basic construction. Basic construction सीखा हमने periodic table का. क्या आगे continue करते हैं हम? This is what we did last lecture. ठीक है? तो इसके आगे हम continue करते हैं. ठीक है? Features of the modern periodic table. Let us summarize the features of the modern periodic table. Elements are arranged in increasing order of atomic number. Elements with similar electronic configuration for the valence shell are placed in the same vertical column. There are a total of 18 vertical columns. Known as groups. There are a total of 18 groups and 7 horizontal rows called as periods. Okay. It can be divided into 4 blocks. Depending on the subshell in which the last electron enters. Okay. The 4 blocks are S block, P block, D block and F block. ठीक है. टर्न करूं. नेक्स्ट देखो. Elements with atomic number 58 to 71 are called lanthanides, and are placed are called lanthanides. They are assumed to occupy the same position in the main periodic table as lanthanum. Same position. ये शायद लिखा है मैंने ये पॉइंट. ये लिखा है मैंने. With atomic number is equal to 90 to 103 are called actinides. They all belong to the group 3, which is the largest group in the periodic table. Largest group consisting of 32 elements. ठीक है. The S block and P block elements are called representative elements. Because most of the compounds that occur in the nature are formed of these elements. Therefore, S block and P block are called representative elements. 1 second. Seventh point. The D block elements are also called transition elements. Properties gradually change from metallic to non-metallic as we go from left to right in the periodic table, as we go from S block to D block and D block to P block. Hence, the D block are also known as transition elements. And the F block elements are called the inner transition elements. inner transition elements. क्लियर है ये? टर्न करूं पेज? Hmm. Next point. The third period elements of each group are called the typical elements of respective group. As they represent most of the common properties of the group. As they show most of the common properties of all other elements of the group. We'll discuss this later on, that the second period elements of every group show many properties which are different from other elements of the same group. It's important to note that the second period elements of each group are different in many of their properties from other elements of the group. Examples of typical elements: the second period elements are sodium, magnesium, aluminium. Third period elements, sorry, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine, argon. These are the typical elements. The periods are called as short periods or long periods depending on the number of elements present in them. First period is called the very short period, consists of only 2 elements. Second period, which corresponds to filling of 2s and 2p, is called short period. And the third period is also called as the short period. The second and third periods are called as short periods. They consist of 8 elements each. ठीक है, टर्न करूं? The fourth period and the fifth period are called as long periods. And they contain 18 elements each. The sixth period and seventh period both contain 32 elements each. Can be called as very long periods or the longest periods. Earlier, seventh period was also called as the incomplete period. ठीक है? All elements were not discovered at that time, and at that time it was also known as, the seventh period was also known as incomplete period. Normally we observe a vertical relationship in the periodic table. Vertical relationship, elements of the same column show similarity in the properties, but some elements also show diagonal relationship. We'll write about diagonal relationship also. It is shown by the first 3 elements of the second period. The first 3 elements of the second period show many similarities with the diagonally placed elements of the third period. ऐसे represent करेंगे lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, etc. elements of the second period. Sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, etc. are the elements of the third period. So lithium shows diagonal relationship with magnesium, beryllium shows diagonal relationship with aluminium, and boron shows diagonal relationship with silicon. Such similarities with the diagonally placed elements is called as diagonal relationship. This kind of relationship is called diagonal relationship. Clear है ये? Cause of diagonal relationship. Similar atomic and ionic sizes. And similar polarizing powers. Polarizing power क्या होता है ये बाद में डिस्कस करेंगे. Which actually depends on charge density of their ions. Of their ions. We'll talk about polarizing power, this property later on. What अभी के लिए बस reason लिख लो. The two important reasons are similar atomic and ionic sizes, similar polarizing powers of their ions. एक और पॉइंट है, नेक्स्ट पेज में लिखेंगे. टर्न करूं पेज. एक मिनट रुकना, नोट करो जल्दी, तब जल्दी से तुम लोग. टर्न करूं पेज. And one more reason or one more cause of diagonal relationship is similar electronegativities. We'll learn about electronegativities also later on. Okay, so these are the three major points why elements show diagonal relationship. ठीक है, इसमें से what is the polarizing power, what is electronegativity, we'll discuss about these in details later on. ठीक है. Now we'll study about the older convention, the older IUPAC convention of naming elements with atomic number greater than 100. Elements with atomic number greater than equal to 100. This is an old convention. अभी सारे elements के official names have been given by the IUPAC. This is an old convention, still sometimes used. तो इसलिए हम पढ़ रहे हैं ये. यहाँ पे क्या different digits के लिए different symbols use करते हैं हम. 0, 1, 2, 3. 1 second. Digit and their abbreviations. Zero is written as zero is written as nil. The first letter will be used in symbols. 1 is written as un, 2 is written as bi, 3 is written as tri, 4 is written as quad, 5 is written as pent, 6 is written as hex, 7 is written as sept, 8 is written as oct, and 9 is written as n. How to use it? Suppose we have to write the IUPAC name of atomic number 125. Although it has not yet been discovered, but if we write its name will be un by Pentium. Last में IUM add कर देंगे. Un by Pentium. Its name will be un by Pentium. Its symbol will be U, B and P. Suppose we have to write Z is equal to 104. So first digit is U, that means un. Second digit is 0, that means nil. And then quad. Last may will add IUM. Its name will be unnil quadium. Symbol will be U, and sorry, U, N, Q. आ रहा है समझ में ये? फर्स्ट लेटर केवल कैपिटल में लिखेंगे, उसके बाद स्मॉल में लिखेंगे. The first character is capital, caps में, बाकी सब स्मॉल में लिखेंगे. Then एक और एग्जांपल देख लो. Atomic number 112. This will become unbium. UUB, etc. आ रहा है समझ में? Why don't we use this now? Actually, we still use it, but up to 118 official names, new official names have been given. तो up to 118 new official names have been accepted. कुछ names लिखा है मैंने. 118 का क्या लिखा है? Oganesson लिखा है ना. 112 is copernicium. ठीक है. तो up to elements with atomic number 118 new official names have been accepted. तो 118 तक ये names use नहीं कर रहे हैं अभी भी. Beyond 118 अभी कोई element discovered होगा तो we'll use these names. हाँ ठीक है. These are easier to remember. You are correct. ठीक है. बट अभी समझो एक क्लास में 40 स्टूडेंट हैं और सबको उनके रोल नंबर से पुकारेंगे तो सबको अच्छा नहीं लगेगा ना. सबका अपना अपना नाम है ना. ठीक है. तो नॉट एवरी टाइम वी डू समथिंग टू मेक इट इजियर. ठीक है. अभी मृगय को बोलूंगा पोदार 1, वीरोके को बोलूंगा पोदार 2. ठीक है. तो थोड़ा सा ऑड लगता है ना. तो किसी एलिमेंट को बुरा ना लग जाए इसीलिए सबके लिए अलग अलग अच्छा अच्छा नाम दिया गया है. कॉपर्निशियम, अमेरिशियम, ओगेनेसॉन. तो सुनने में ज्यादा अच्छा लगता है ना. ठीक है. जस्ट जोकिंग कि एक ट्रेंड है बेस्ड ऑन दी साइंटिस्ट हु डिस्कवर्ड और their properties or their similarities with some other elements, some names have been assigned. ठीक है. There is no logic. मतलब logic है but not very important. ठीक है. So these conventions may still be used for any new elements which will be discovered. Fine. Page turn करूं. No issues. By mistake I did it. 1 second. 1 second. So 1 second. Huh. Let us do some questions based on the periodic table. Suppose there are a total of 200 elements. Suppose there are a total of 200 elements. Then we have to find out how many periods will be there in the periodic table. Consider a similar construction of the periodic table. Periodic table is constructed similarly, okay, following all the rules as earlier. Okay. But if we have 200 elements, then how many periods will be there in the periodic table? Try karo. Try karo ye. 12 पीरियड्स, 9, 10 अलग अलग आंसर्स आ रहे हैं. विरोके का 7. 5 पीरियड्स तो हो ही नहीं सकता ना, ऑलरेडी 7 पीरियड्स हैं. ठीक है, देखो कैसे करेंगे. आई थिंक 9 पीरियड्स करेक्ट लग रहा है, बट लेट मी स्टिल सॉल्व इट वंस. Number of elements in each period, let us write. Number of elements in each period, let us write. Number of elements 2, 8, 8, 18, 18, 32, 32. Okay. If you look at these numbers, 2, 8, 18, 32, this is 2 into 1 square, this is 2 into 2 square, this is 2 into 3 square, this is 2 into 4 square. So similarly, the next period will have how many elements? Next period will have 50 elements. The next period will also have 50 elements. So this is 2 into 5 square. ठीक है. अभी टोटल नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट्स काउंट करेंगे तो टोटल नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट्स यहाँ तक कितने हो गए? 118. अभी यहाँ तक काउंट करेंगे 118 प्लस 50. तो अगर एट्थ पीरियड अगर काउंट करेंगे तो विल हैव 168 एलिमेंट्स. And if we count till ninth period, we'll have 218 elements. That means if we have total of 200 elements, we'll have 9 periods. 9 periods is correct. If you have a total of 200 elements, the number of periods will be 9. The ninth period will be incomplete. So we'll get a total of 9 periods. एक second रुकना. Total 9 periods. The ninth period will be incomplete. Is it clear? Is this clear? Understood everyone? समझा सबको? Good. कुछ और क्वेश्चंस करते हैं. In a hypothetical world, three values of spin quantum numbers are allowed. That is, each orbital can hold 3 electrons. Each orbital can hold 3 electrons. Yeah. Now, how many groups and periods will the periodic table in this world have? Assume total number of elements as equal to 118. No, there is a periodic table, and we have the periodic table. We construct the periodic table based on the same set of rules. The only difference is instead of 2 electrons in one orbital, we'll have 3 electrons in one orbital. So what difference does it make? Take S subshell, which earlier consisted of which earlier contained a maximum of 2 electrons. Now the S subshell will contain a maximum of 3 electrons. P subshell, which had 3 orbitals, okay, the 3 orbitals will contain 3 electrons each. So P subshell will have a total of maximum of 9 electrons. D subshell has 5 orbitals. It will have a total of 15 electrons, maximum of 15 electrons, and so on. Okay. The capacity of each block will increase. Capacity of each subshell has increased. We'll have more number of elements in each block. We'll have more number of columns in each block. Okay. थोड़ा hint दे दिया मैंने. अब try करो तुम लोग. Consider all other rules of electronic configuration same as earlier. Number of periods will be 5. Number of periods will be 5. देखो कैसे करेंगे हम, मैं एक्सप्लेन करता हूँ. पेज टर्न करूँ. The basic construction of the periodic table will remain same. We'll have S block, then D block, and then P block. The basic construction of the periodic table remains same. But number of columns in each will change. Now S subshell will have maximum of 3 electrons. So we'll have S1, S2, and S3. We'll have D1, D2 up to D15. And we'll have P1, P2 up to P9. तो टोटल यहाँ पे कितने ग्रुप्स हो गए? 3 ग्रुप्स हो गए, ग्रुप 1 2 3. ठीक है, यहाँ पे टोटल कितने ग्रुप्स हो गए? 15 ग्रुप्स हो गए, 3 + 15 18. और यहाँ पे टोटल 9 ग्रुप्स हो गए. द टोटल ऑफ 27 ग्रुप्स विल बी देयर. तो टोटल नंबर ऑफ ग्रुप्स will be 3 + 15 + 9 is equal to 27. पीरियड्स कितने होंगे? ठीक है, पहले हर पीरियड की कैपेसिटी हमने कैसे निकाली थी? 2 × n² से पीरियड की कैपेसिटी निकाली थी. ठीक है, नाउ एज द कैपेसिटी ऑफ ईच ऑर्बिटल हैज इंक्रीज्ड टू 3, नाउ द विल कैलकुलेटेड बाय 3n². ठीक है, तो फर्स्ट पीरियड विल हैव 3 एलिमेंट्स, सेकेंड पीरियड विल हैव 12 elements, ऐसे 3 × 1². The second and third period will have 12 elements. The fourth and fifth periods will have 3 × 4² will have 48 elements each. एक सेकेंड. Three into 3². The fourth and fifth period will have 3 × 3². 3 × 3² कितना आएगा? तो 27 and 27. हाँ, sorry 6 periods आएंगे. Sorry, there will be 6 periods. Sorry Arav, sorry, 6 periods. Okay, and then the next period will have 3 × 4², that is 48 elements each. तो इस तरह से हम निकाल सकते हैं. अभी टोटल नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट्स कितने? 118. अभी काउंट करते हैं. अप टू फर्स्ट सेकेंड थर्ड पीरियड टोटल नंबर ऑफ एलिमेंट्स विल बी 12 + 3 15 + 12 27. तो यहाँ तक 27 एलिमेंट्स हो गए. 27 + 27 54 + 27, यहाँ तक 81 एलिमेंट्स हो गए. अप टू फिफ्थ पीरियड विल हैव 81 एलिमेंट्स. Up to sixth period will have 129 elements. ठीक है, up to seventh period will have 129 + 48, 177 elements. तो अपने को तो 129 से कम और 81 से ज्यादा चाहिए. तो number of periods will be 6. Number of periods is 6. The sixth period is incomplete. क्लियर है ये? आ रहा है समझ में? जल्दी से नोट कर लो. next topic लिखो predicting period group and block for a given atomic number. ठीक है, प्रेडिक्टिंग पीरियड ग्रुप एंड ब्लॉक फॉर अ गिवन एटॉमिक नंबर. ठीक है, इसमें पहले कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स लिखा देता हूं मैं. एस ब्लॉक का कॉन्फ़िगरेशन अगर देखेंगे तो जनरल कॉन्फ़िगरेशन फॉर एस ब्लॉक इज NS1 to 2. तो आइदर NS1 or NS2. And group number will be equal to number of NS electrons, where N is the outermost shell. We are writing only the valence shell electronic configuration. Next second. The valence shell electronic configuration is NS1 to 2. Group number will be equal to number of NS electrons. अगर एक इलेक्ट्रॉन है तो ग्रुप 1, दो इलेक्ट्रॉन है तो ग्रुप 2. ठीक है, टर्न करूं पेज. P block will write electronic configuration as NS2 NP126. Group number is equal to 10 plus number of valence electrons, or 12 plus number of electrons in the outermost p subshell. Then we have D block. Electronic configuration is n-1d 1 to 10 ns 1 to 2. यहाँ का ग्रुप नंबर हम लिखते हैं total number of electrons in n-1d and ns subshells. और F block के लिए लिखेंगे all F block elements belong to group 3. Electronic configuration is n-2 F1 to 14 n-1 D 0 to 1 and ns2. This is the electronic configuration of F block, and all F block elements belong to group 3. एक सेकंड रुकना. All F block elements belong to group 3. Period number is equal to the principal quantum number of the valence shell. नोट कर लो जल्दी से. क्लियर है ये? Right now 6f is not possible. कुछ एग्जांपल्स देखो. Suppose element is manganese, atomic number 25. We have to predict its period, group and block. ठीक है, इसका इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन लिखेंगे. मैंगनीज इज 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s2 3p6 4s2 and then 3d5. The last electron has entered the d subshell. ठीक है, so this is the valence shell. Last electron has entered the d subshell, so this is d block. The principal quantum number, the outermost shell is 4, so this is fourth period. As it is a d block element, group number will be equal to total number of electrons in the d and the s subshells. This will be group number 2 plus 5 is equal to group 7. This belongs to 7th group, d block and 4th period. This is how we can predict period, group and block for different elements. ठीक है, आ रहा समझ में? Example, bromine atomic number 35. ठीक है, इसका इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन लिखते हैं. तो फर्स्ट 18 इलेक्ट्रॉन्स विल बी डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड एज इन आर्गन. आर्गन तक 3p फिल हो गया, फिर 4s2 3d10 एंड 4p5. फोर एस टू 3d10 एंड 4p5. ठीक है. Now we'll say that the outermost shell, this is last electron goes in the p subshell, that is p block. The outermost shell is 4, the fourth period. Group number is equal to 10 plus number of valence electrons. Number of valence electrons, number of electrons in the outermost shell, that is 7. 10 plus 7 is equal to 17. आ रहा है समझ में? ठीक है. Let's have a break now. Breakfast break. ठीक है, we'll continue in the 10 a.m. lecture. चलो, thank you.